Hey guys, if you're looking to rank on the first page of Fiverr, then this video is for you. Guys, stay tuned to this video and stay right to the end because I've got some really great nuggets on how to do it. I'm going to show you first of all where my gig is on the first page, and then I'll show you how to get there. So guys, without further ado, let's go. So this is one of my side hustles, and it's working on Fiverr. So I've just typed in Amazon coach because what I do is I do Amazon coaching because I've got an Amazon business, and so just typed it in the keyword bar, and then if I go down on the first page, this is obviously the first page. I just click enter so you can see it. Here you go, click it just to refresh it. Go down, and then you will see me on the first page. Okay, I've just refreshed. Oh, there I am. Okay, so somewhere in the middle of the first page is where I am. Yeah, and there I am. You can see my face there. That's me. And you can see that I've only got 12 reviews on this one. I've got video and I've got a bit of information. Okay, now how do you get yourself on the first page? Now I'll give you a few tips. It's obviously SEO, which is very important in this case. Now I'm going to go into the back end of my gig just to give you some tips, some ideas. But actually, whilst we're here, I want to very quickly touch on this. Now, when I typed in Amazon Coach, you can see that there are 262 services available. If you want to rank on anywhere on Fiverr, especially if you're new, the best thing that you can do is to try to rank on a keyword which doesn't have so many services. So, for example, what I mean by that is if I type in video editing, you can see video editing is going to have 40,000 services available. You can see them there, 40,000 services, over 40,000 services available. However, if I type in niche it down slightly, video editing for YouTube, wow, that's actually even more. Let's just niche it down to something else. Um, a video editing, YouTube Shorts video editing, let's say, let's have a look. That's 20,000. So already we've halved the amount of services. Now, the more you can niche down in your specific category, the better that you're able to rank, especially if you're new. Obviously, once you've been there for a while, then you're going to be able to go up the rankings. But that's a really big tip that if you can obviously get your gig somewhere, even within the specific niche that you're looking at. However, add some more words to it and just niche down. Okay, so in this case, we've just added a few more words, but we've gone into the specific of what our gig is about. I think it will help a lot. So the other thing that you can do is, let me just go to switch selling so that I can go to my business and my gigs for that specific one, which I want to really show you, which is the other ones are quite new, but you can see my Amazon FBA business coach. You can see it's got 4.4K impressions. So you can see that it's actually there a lot. You know, there's a lot of impressions there. And if you see that in the last, I think 30 days, I've got 52 clicks. I've actually had a lot more clicks in that. But you know, you can see the potential in this. Now, the other thing, I'm going to go to edit just to show you some important things to do with the SEO. Now you can see that my gig title, which is very important, says that I will be your Amazon FBA coach, business consultant, and mentor. So what I've tried to do on this title is I've tried to make sure that I have a good amount of words, and you can see that they're quite happy. Fiverr's quite happy with me. It says just perfect for this one. But also I'm mentioning keywords. So I'm coach, I'm a consultant, I'm a mentor. Now this is very important because what that does is that touches on other things. So in your description, what you want to do is you want to try and make sure that you use the same words that you've used in your gig title as well. Okay, and then what you also want to do is use the tags, which I'll show you in a minute, to also use those keywords. Now, without further ado, you got to make sure also you're in the right category. So what I do is, if you want to check that you're in the right category, make sure that your competition, check where your competition is, and just make sure that you are in the right category too. So for example, I know I'm in this category because I've checked it out and I've looked at what others are on and I know it's the right one. And then obviously you can see, look, I've made sure that I've got consultant in the tags, coaching, a coach. These are the important words that I made sure that I had. And then obviously in my when I go to my description, so when I go to my description, you will see that I also try to make sure within here I touch on some keywords. Now what that does is it just kind of makes sure that your SEO ranks you in a good place. Um, but what the other thing I also want to touch on is very quickly is, although my pricing at the minute, let's say, is like this. So if you got $50 as the first 30-minute Zoom coaching, and then it goes to the 4-week $300. I actually started a little bit less than that. So if you've got no reviews, it's always a good idea to try and go a little bit cheaper than the competition, because like anyone, it's people always get attracted to something that's a bit cheaper. So I would always, and I have done it, I actually had this at about probably $10, the first one, and that one probably about $40. So I actually went quite cheap. And then when I started to get some gigs, people taking their orders, then I kind of raised the price up until, like a price that I'm happy with right now. Now, so pricing is very important, especially when you're starting out. So make sure you go below the competition, very important. And then once you start getting your reviews and your stars, you can slowly start going up. Now, let's have a look. Requirements, gallery. I think this is very important. I think that my video, and I think videos do help. If you're able to do a video and you're confident to do a video of yourself talking, I think that does help a lot. So the video, I believe, has helped me, and also a nice graphic which shows the information about exactly what you do. So just telling very simply what it is that you do. You don't have to go into a lot of detail because you can leave that in the description. But that is the thing that you need to do. Make sure you've got I would say a video that would really help. You don't have to, but I think it helps. And also a nice image. Okay? Now, remember what I said. Coming back to what I've just touched on with regards to the overview. Remember these things. Check your title. Make sure you look at your category. Double check you're in the right category. Okay? And make sure that your tags and your description are saying the same things with the words. Now, personally, what I would do is I would look around and see how other the competition is, and just look and see what they're ranking for. And you can use similar words, but what I would do is the key thing is make sure that you've got your tags, your title, and your description, and you're mentioning those kind of words. But remember what I said at the beginning is double check, make sure that your niche has not that much competition, and make sure that you niche down with the words. Now, like I said to you before, the bit that I think is the key to this is, and that is the nugget that I'm talking about, is go way below than the competition. If you have 0 reviews or you have 1 review, I think it's really important, if you want to get those impressions that I've got, for example, that you can build those impressions. Because look, the impressions that I built have taken a bit of time, but the thing is, I know what's worked because I've experimented. So I think the best thing that you can do is go down cheaper than the rest of the competition, and then you will start seeing people clicking on your gig. And then the more that Fiverr sees that you're getting clicks on your gig, the more impressions that they will show. So what happens is, I'll just show you an example very quickly. Let's get back to the gigs. Let me just go down to edit very quickly. Actually, no, I'm not going to go to edit. I'm just going to click on the business and go down. Now, you can see even at a stage I've had 267 impressions in a day, and that is quite a lot, to be honest with you. So it's really important, if you want to build these impressions, is you've got to be able to stand out from the competition. Now, there's some people that even add discounts on their thumbnails, and that's possible too. But I think the best thing that you can do is make sure everything matches up in terms of the keywords, make sure that the niche It's not a massive niche in terms of drill down, and then finally just make sure that you go below the price. Guys, if you want to see lots of videos on side hustles, other side hustles, please, and if you did find value in this video, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. If you got a comment on anything or you got any questions on the video, please hit the comment below and I'll get back to you. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.